Hello and welcome to week 1 of PA122. I'm your instructor, Krista. I'm sorry if this is a grainy video. I'm in the back of a car and not much light. So want to talk about doing this anywhere or have time to integrate it into your schedule. I'm the one to talk to because I basically bring my computer with me and do my assignments on the road or wherever I am. So make sure that if you're having some time management issues, that you can reach out to me and I can help you with that. So this week we are in chapter 1, starting in your book with the pharmacy practice. If you have not received your book yet, that's okay, because there is a chapter that you can download under the modules. So go ahead and do that and get your book ordered, but you won't have to have your book this week. So it's all about the healthcare system. Your discussion question has to deal with the advantages and disadvantages of the government in your healthcare. So the U.S. government right now has taken some ownership in the healthcare system, but compared to a lot of the countries around us, our government actually is the least involved, but they are involved. And so it is a pretty hot topic right now, and it's one that is constantly going on. So I want to hear from you. What advantages do you see, and what disadvantages do you see? For example, my husband and I own a business, and so we have individual health care, and we have to buy individual health care through, whether it be the marketplace, or if we can get it cheaper, we go through a different establishment. But it is very expensive, I can tell you, to insure him and I and our family, my daughter, because it's not like a corporate rate. So I don't know if the government being involved has raised rates, but I can tell you that we used to not pay that much. So I know age has a lot to do with it. So that would be one disadvantage, is cost for me. Advantage would be that everyone would have to have insurance. So that if someone went into the hospital and had to be treated, that they had insurance, and the hospital would just bill that insurance and they would not have to write it off, because that's what raises healthcare cost, is when they have to write big amounts of sums off. So then let's go into chapter 1. Chapter 1 has to do with different healthcare systems. You're talking about the pharmacy, what types of pharmacy there is out there. Talks about hospital, talks about long-term care facilities. A long-term care facility is actually something that I used to work in. It is different than a lot of the pharmacies. There's one in St. Louis that I know of that is open 24 hours a day, because basically they don't see customers, and they're actually giving to nursing homes or managed care or jails, and so they're bubble packing these medications. We're putting medications in bubble packs, and then we ship them out, and they get a 30-day supply that they just do 1 unit dose at a time. And when I first started, I worked in retail. And so when that started to become maybe too much customer for me, I went back to long-term care and saw no customers and basically only talked to doctors and nurses. And I liked hiding out for a while. I got to wear whatever I wanted. I got to work the hours I wanted. So it was just a different type of pharmacy, which I really did like. But then I did miss my customers and went back out to retail, and still like retail to this day. So it talks a little bit more about those different types of pharmacies. It's very, very little, so it doesn't go into much, which we will go into more detail when we get further into this course. At the end of chapter 1, you'll also want to read chapter 1 before you do your assignment, and you might want to read the portion of chapter 1 before you do your discussion question, because it talks about the government getting involved in the healthcare system. So make sure you read that paragraph, I think, so that you can appropriately answer your discussion question. But then your assignment, of course, has to do with the multiple choice questions true, false. Make sure that if it is a false question, you're telling me why it's false to get full points. And then self-assessment, multiple choice, I think. So make sure that you look at that for your assignment, and then you also have a quiz which has to do with the assignment that you're, the assignment and the chapter and the discussion question all wrapped up into that. So the quiz should be the very last thing that you take. And then I hope that you will engage in this class and put your profile picture on your student profile in Campus so that we can see who we're talking to when we're talking in discussion, and so we get to know you better. Again, I'm Krista. You can read all about me under the announcements, and if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to help you in that way. Hope you have a great week, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.